Hi, I'm Dorothy Neufeld with the Investing News Network, and here today with me at the Extraordinary Futures Conference is Wayne Chen, CEO of Interlapse Technologies. Thank you for joining me today.
It's my pleasure, Dorothy. Thanks for having me.
So I wanted to start off by talking about CoinCurve, your virtual currency platform. Can you tell me more about this?
Yeah, so CoinCurve is a virtual currency platform, as you mentioned, that basically allows any Canadians to easily buy Bitcoin Cash, with a few clicks of a button. And the idea behind it is that it's geared towards driving mass adoption for new buyers into the market.
Interesting. And can you tell me about some of the features that are part of this platform?
Of course, yeah. So CoinCurve, there's a lot of exchanges out there, and CoinCurve, the idea behind CoinCurve is that we really want to make it really easy and frictionless for people to buy virtual currency, because it's really tough, right? There's a lot of people that can't understand how or don't know where to go. So CoinCurve, drops that, barrier to entry quite low, so it makes it really easy. A few clicks of a button, as I mentioned, and some of the features that CoinCurve propels is the fact that there's no need to sign up, so people can come to coincurve.com and easily buy Bitcoins, with again a few clicks of a button, so you don't need to create an account. Second is the fact that we're non-custodial, meaning in technical terms, that's what typically what it means is it allows people to. We request people to provide their own wallets when they buy from us. So what happens is when they go through the checkout flow, they need to enter their own personal wallet address, and then we send the Bitcoins to their wallets after the purchase is complete, which makes it very safe and a lot more secure for them to own their own Bitcoins at the end of the day. Typical exchanges hold their coins, so we don't want to do that, and we don't want to be holding on to liability for customers' funds as well, which is makes it a lot safer for that. So those are two core features that make CoinCurve stand out.
And how would you describe the current virtual currency market right now?
Yeah, the current virtual currency market right now, it's going through its kind of run right now slowly. The price is going up and down. It's kind of trading sideways a little bit, but there is a bit of showing signs of a small breakthrough as well, where it is attracting some new investors into the virtual currency market as well. Bitcoin itself obviously is still performing generally okay. It's trading roughly at around just under 14,000 Canadian, fluctuating here and there. But within the last year, the price has gradually moved up steadily, and we're expecting probably to maybe even go a bit higher depending on how the market reacts soon. There's a Bitcoin halving coming up next year, so basically what that means is it allows a lot of the miners that when they mine a block, they get less the payout for the reward. So which means it creates less essentially there's less Bitcoins being issued out when Bitcoins are mined. So that may put an effect on the price as well. So there's a big event coming up next year for that as well.
And how about in Canada specifically?
Yeah, in Canada, I think Canadian space is still very, it's still slow in my opinion. It's not as fast moving as, say, other markets in the world, such as Asia or even the States as well. Typically, Canadians are more of a slower adoption kind of country. So it takes a bit of time for Canadians to kind of follow the trend as well for other areas of the world that maybe have more bigger appetites to buy in cryptocurrency or virtual currency as well. So in the Canadian space, it's definitely slower, but there's definitely some movement as well and interest for sure.
And does Interlapse plan on expanding internationally?
Yeah, Interlapse definitely. We plan to expand basically the markets. Really there's a lot bigger market in Asia, for example, right? So we are planning, basically to expand to Southeast Asia, within the next year. And I think that's a place that has a lot more activity, for people, appetite for people buying small amounts as well, right? So, and which is what CoinCurve is built to do, is for allowing people to buy small amounts of Bitcoin.
So you started trading in May, and since then you made a 2-for-1 stock split announcement. Can you tell me about why you wanted to undergo the split?
Yeah, for sure. Undergoing the split, we did a couple of splits already actually now. And what that does is it allows us to go into the market and essentially provide a platform for people to basically look at our public traded platform and allow more essentially investors to buy into our platform as well and our vision in terms of driving mass adoption. So the stock splits allows more people to get into the market, and it also allows more shares to be issued, obviously out to as well, and providing a bigger market to attract more investors. So that's the goal behind it. Yeah.
And moving into the end of 2019, what are your plans for Interlapse and the market as a whole?
Yeah, for sure. I think back to kind of what you mentioned earlier, I think expansion into newer markets is a big thing. CoinCurve, again, is built quite simple. We did it. It's a simple platform to be able to expand quickly and fast into other markets as well. Again, it's only a couple screens for people to buy. So the idea behind it is that we can take the platform anywhere in the world. Obviously, that's acceptable to Bitcoin, and do our business there as well. So I think that's a big vision there. And second is to expand on our utility services. So we're talking about buying as a first step and distribution, but following to that step as well is adoption, and that comes from utility and use, right? So we'll be looking at launching more features that allow people to use Bitcoin, day-to-day necessities as well, versus just buying straight up, right? So I think there's a lot more possibilities there to help drive mass adoption and hopefully stabilize the coin and make it usable in the everyday lives as well. So.
Well, thanks so much. We can leave it there for now.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm Dorothy Neufeld with the Investing News Network.